And welcome back to my man cave. I'm not an expert. And the video today is how to add a parts number counter to your Lead Pro 1000 press. This is one that I actually found surprisingly easy to do, and it's cost less than $20 in parts. Here is an overview of how it works. When the shells come around, they hit this blue little switch here, and it counts them down. Okay, so you can see I have a problem here. I have this upside down. There we go, much better. So you can see every time one cycles through, it will count the part. With this system also, there's a memory in here. So if you pull the power supply or turn it off, and then turn it back on, it will remember where it was. Also, there's a reset switch on it, so if you wanted to set things back over, this is just a simple reset switch I added on here, one that I had laying around. Hit the reset, and it goes back to 0. Also, it'll count up. And if you make a mistake, you can actually subtract one, or if you have a scrap round, it lets you subtract it. You know, better clean this off here. Okay, so there, 16 is in there. And if I had made a scrap one, I can come back here and flip the switch and subtract how many bad parts I had. Obviously, when the switch goes forward, it adds. I could not find the switch anywhere on eBay. I got that one out of an old CD player that tells if the CD is going in or out. But I did find an alternative that you can use to supplement this switch here. Okay, here's the parts counter I got off eBay. It was $9 plus $4 shipping, so it was $13 total. And you can see what it's called there. You can look it up on eBay. And there's the picture of the counter there. For the switches here, these two switches can be substituted with 3 of these switches. Not too bad. You get 10 of them for $6.50, including shipping. And they'll be able to replace these 2 switches with 3 of these. And it's a pretty nice switch. It even comes with all the dimensions here. And I've checked the dimensions, and it will fit into the Lead press. Here is how I did the wiring for the electrical system. Pretty straightforward. First 2, the black and the red on this joint here, are the reset switch. So that's what this switch is, just to reset the counter. And I just wrote R on there for reset. For the power supply, it's 6 volts. So again, I was just using this power supply that I've used on all the other electronics that I put on my Lead press. And even though this is the switch I use, you can either count up or count down with it, and you can't locate those anymore. You can replace this one with 2 of these small switches that I showed you previously, and you can put one switch here. This is one that you'd want to mount to the Lead press, and this is one you could actually lay off to the side, like this switch is laid off. So if you ever do need to count one down, you can just hit the other switch down. So you'd have one of these switches mounted to the press, another one of these switches off to the side marked with an R for reset, and you could have another one of these switches off to the side here for subtracting one part from the counter. On my switch that I found that came out of a CD player, it figured out when the CD was going in and out of the drawer there. I just glued the switch to a piece of plastic and found a screw. There's an existing hole on the system here, and I just screwed it down into the existing hole here and orientated it so the brass would catch it every time. This is where you have one of these spring fingers to keep the brass in location. So thanks for stopping on by. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them on below. Leave the questions down below. Thank you.